So overall, no state in the United States has that combination of location, workforce, and world-class facilities. Because of the leadership of Ike Leggett, because of the leadership of Rusher and Baker and others in our state, we have built up the #1 public schools in America of any of the 50 states. That is a ranking that we are very proud of, because we understand that investments in education are investments in the economic potential of our people. We have consequently one of America's most highly skilled workforces, including the most PhD scientists and engineers per capita, many of them, I might add, Indian Americans. In terms of higher learning and discovery, we're home to some of the leading universities, including Johns Hopkins, Morgan, University of Maryland, Baltimore County. I know we have representatives here from some of our universities in the District of Columbia, like George Washington University as well. We are the gateway to one of the largest medical markets in the world via the Food and Drug Administration, which is located in Maryland. In fact, we are home to all of the federal government's major research and regulatory agencies that are critically important in the development of new drugs and new therapies. These include the National Institutes of Health, the National Institute of Standard and Technology, the National Integrated Biodefense Campus, and as well as many, many others. We're also home to 27 technology incubators, including an international incubator, which has partnered with 6 emerging companies to provide them with an array of business services in state-of-the-art and world-class resources to help them thrive. The Milken Institute, any governor can say nice things about his own state, so I want to kind of conclude by pointing to a number of independent entities that rank the states and look at the states in terms of their strength and their potential in this new economy. Milken Institute ranks Maryland as one of America's top 2 states for science and technology. The Kauffman New Economy Index ranks our state one of the top 3 best positioned to win in this new and changing economy. And the U.S. Chamber of Commerce ranks Maryland one of the top 5 states best positioned for growth. We are one of only 8 states that still has a AAA bond rating. If you look at the new economy sectors, life science, biotech, technology, cybersecurity, Maryland is a powerhouse. And one of the strategies that we're using to keep our growing high-tech and high-potential industries is strengthen the connections between our public institutions and our private institutions, strengthening our connections to the world. We concluded the largest public-private partnership in 2009 to modernize our port. Last year, while other states were falling back, our state created the largest single infusion of public venture capital dollars through a program called Invest Maryland that Kumar Barve shepherded through the Maryland General Assembly. That will leverage hundreds of millions of dollars in new venture capital, and we believe will create thousands of jobs in those critical new economy sectors that Maryland is so well known for. We have a biotech tax credit that has leveraged more than $60 million from investors. We have a Maryland Research and Development tax credit, which we extended. All of these things point to the fact that Maryland is a state that does not believe that the future is some sort of gift. We believe the future is something to be achieved by the good decisions we make, by the policy choices we make, by the investments that we make in improving the quality and the skills of our workforce, as well as our infrastructure and the assets that tie all of those things together. I'll leave you with the words of one of India's great poets who said that everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it. So I look forward to working together with all of you, and I thank those of you who have taken time out of your day here in Hyderabad to be with us and to learn about Maryland. I thank you for taking that time, and I look forward to working with you to develop the capacities that allow us both to receive from one another. Thanks very, very much.
Certainly we've made a big pitch here for those companies that are looking to expand, but there are also opportunities in Maryland, throughout all of Maryland, and especially Montgomery County, for those that are just starting, so that you can come into the Innovation Center, build a case, and build a company that may expand over a period of time.
When it comes to the clinical research industry at Hyderabad, 5-6 months back, there has been a lot of negative publicity going on, using the very, very harsh words towards science, saying that the human guinea pigs and blood sucking. I would like to just know from the governor, in terms of the United States, when it comes to the clinical research companies, do they have any specific measures to stop the, avoidable publicity, which is negative publicity?
I think that whenever you have an industry that is an innovation industry, there will be certain risks attendant to discovering new cures and bringing relief and bringing healing against the diseases that affect all of humanity. If this sort of stuff were simple, there would be no need to have companies that take these risks and take these chances. What we need to do, I think, all over the world, is to make sure we tell the stories of the successes. Remind people that for every one cure, for every one drug that actually makes it, there are hundreds of others that don't make it. And for the most part, we have figured out ways to minimize the risks to individuals and human beings of those new discoveries.
With respect to public perception and media projection of these type of things, I think that you have to basically work on the public relations and make sure you're getting your story out there.
By having NIH essentially in our backyard, we have developed firms and organizations that are expert, not so much into the publicity part of this, but more so into the protocols of what it is that we need to do in order to get the drugs certified and to deal with them in an ethical and an acceptable manner.
Just I wanted to know whether any SEZs are there located in the state of Maryland, similar to Andhra Pradesh, special economic zones.
There are some significant incentives on the table for such areas. Let me mention one because I think it's more powerful than the others. There's something called One Maryland. That's a $5 million tax credit that we're able to extend if you create at least 20 jobs and you make a certain capital investment into one of these specific areas.
We have a great opportunity. It's a great feeling, not only from the business side, but also from an emotional side to me personally, to have an opportunity to sign an MOU with a Chennai-based company, CI International, where this MOU is going to help us to integrate their capabilities on technology solutions, particularly the web-based tools and methodologies, as well as the mobile technology that they bring to bear for us in terms of helping us with our framework and implementation.